and then everyone stops speaking.
Yeah.
Do you agree? One break, then the other.
Yeah,
They're completely different.
I think we should break every other sentence so you can delete as much of
Perfect.
this
Oh
as
my
possible.
goodness. Well, hey guys.
Oh,
Hi.
It takes 3 plus 1.
It takes 3 plus 1.
It's our first +1 episode.
It's so special and kind of sad because now Seth's
I
leaving.
know you're moving.
I am moving.
Hey,
That-
Seth.
We're
that
good
voice
to
is
have-
Seth.
That
Hey.
voice is Seth,
That's me.
the
Our
one
friend.
who tries to be on every episode of It Takes
That's
3.
right.
Yep.
Which
And
he
have
has
you been
achieved.
successful? Yeah, right?
I
Yeah.
think you've been mentioned every week.
It's been 20
pretty-
episodes. This is our
Yeah,
21st
I can't believe that.
episode.
Crazy.
It feels like we just started this
You
podcast.
know what's weird? Maybe this isn't weird to you guys. We're recording the 21st episode on the 21st of February.
Oh.
And it's 1 month till my birthday.
Yes, exactly.
Well, what's weird about that?
Happy accident.
Just 21. It's
Just
just
a happy
another
accident.
21.
And you're turning 21.
And you're turning 21.
That's right.
It's your 10-year reunion
That's
of
right.
your 21st
My
birthday.
anniversary of
Your
my 21st
anniversary.
birthday. Yeah.
Here we are.
Well, on the It Takes 3 plus 1, we decided we'll have the guests come and bring the material.
That's right.
So we could be lazy.
So
and not
we
do
could be
anything.
lazy.
Yeah, so I brought a big bag of
We're
burlap.
really excited. And Seth also brought us presents.
I know.
He brought us LaCroix and pastries
And hard candy.
and hard
Hard
candies.
candies.
He wanted to get us pomegranates, but could not find them because they're out of season.
Right, which I didn't know was a thing.
Now you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Now you know.
I thought we were living in 2018
I,
where everything
You
was
would think
accessible all the time.
you would
And
think.
genetically grown and
Yeah,
all
Totally.
of that.
Which I am totally fine with. If I can buy a
Yeah.
pomegranate on Christmas Day or on the 4th of July,
Oh.
I don't care what went into it. I just want it to go into me.
He just
You
wants
just want
the
your
pomegranate.
need to be met.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we live in America.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
Give me all the things.
We're drinking Bubly Seltzer yet again.
It's so good. The strawberry.
I got strawberry last night when we did Tree Hill Talk. We had grapefruit and that was really good as well. I think I like the grapefruit just a little bit more, but I mean they're different. I don't
Do you
know.
like it, Seth?
Do you like it, Seth?
No.
Oh, okay.
He
This
hates
is
it.
really sweet. There's a familiar
Right?
taste to this.
It tastes like a candy,
It does.
but what candy is
Jolly
it?
Rancher.
Yes.
Are there strawberry Jolly Ranchers?
Now
Yeah.
there are.
No, there are.
Wait, aren't the the
But
pink
the
ones.
original. No, pink is watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
So
this
then
tastes like
red?
watermelon to me. Then.
Oh, it does?
There's something wrong.
Well,
It just smells like it smells like
fruit.
VO5, that horrible
No.
horrible shampoo that my dad uses. Strawberry.
The
It smells
creamy-
Yeah,
it's
it smells
creamy
just like
looking?
that actually. It
Aren't
tastes
most
just like
shampoos
that.
Creamy?
No,
Well,
it has like a weird
this-
consistency.
yes.
And it smells like this.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
But also,
I'm
like,
having
butt.
just sensory overload. It's just
I
all
know.
coming to me.
The only
all
reason
coming
why I
back.
know that is because my dad, when I shower in my parents' bathroom, my dad uses a really cheap shit shampoo and it's the VO5 strawberry and it smells like this. So I figured it out.
Wow.
I'm glad.
Case closed.
Case closed.
All
Good
right.
night, everyone.
That's the end of the podcast. See you later.
What do you have for us?
What do you
Seth?
have for us, Seth?
So, I have a topic.
Okay.
Definitely.
topic.
100%.
Okay.
I'm totally ready. I'm totally prepared.
Okay.
I was a little
Awesome.
stressed out.
What
are you?
No, we didn't
We
want to
don't-
stress you
no,
out.
No.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Well, like no.
But one of my favorite episodes that you guys did was your conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
episodes. I thought that was pretty good. So this is
Pretty
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
this
Pretty
is
good.
something along those lines. So a couple weeks ago, I went through something that totally blew my mind, and it really kind of changed the way that like I see the world, and especially like our lives online. And I know
Whoa.
Michelle, I know you're gonna know what I'm talking about a little bit later because we talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
But before we get into that, my question for you guys is, have you ever been lied to and you believed it, or you were fooled or
Catfished?
duped? Yeah, sure.
I'm an avid catfish watcher for those who don't know.
Have you been catfished?
No, but I've catfished people as Sam and I when we were children. When the internet and AIM first came
Was
about.
it in AIM chat rooms?
Yeah, it was in AIM chat rooms, and then you would take someone on the side and be age, sex, location.
Right.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
Brittany
ASL.
from California. You
Yeah.
know, you
Always
just
picked California.
Yeah, you.
I did that.
But
too.
not in a malicious way. It was just a really funny thing to do.
I did it in a malicious way, and I made the kid go to the place to meet me.
Oh my!
Was this the kid you met through Sims?
No.
Sims.
He took my money.
Sims Live.
And
Hold on. There is a lot going on here. So,
Sorry.
okay, so
I don't know if I want to know about someone taking your money on Sims or you catfishing someone to a location.
Krista and I met this
Of course,
kid. Yeah,
troublemaker.
I
Kristen.
know. He lived in Alabama.
She is a troublemaker.
And I forgot how we met, but we were talking about Malcolm in the Middle probably. And
You met in it was an AIM chat room maybe? Or like
Either
was
that
it through AIM
or
at the
an-
time?
that or either before
Before
probably
that,
MSN chat
Okay.
or AOL chat room.
Ugh.
Yeah, no.
Whenever someone was like, my instant message is MSN, I was like, we're not friends.
Yeah.
I loved
MSN.
MSN Messenger. I had them all.
No.
They were great. But I sent him a picture of Krista and I, and he called me fat. Yeah. And
I
at
have
the time,
never heard this story, by the way. I've
at
known
the
Michelle 25
time-
years.
At the time, I was a fat kid, but at this time in my life, I was not really that fat.
Okay.
I mean, a little chunky, whatever. But so Krista and I messed with this kid, and we told him where we lived in a similar town as him. We're like, meet us at the Walmart, and he's like, I went to the Walmart, you weren't there,
Oh my
and we were
God.
and we kept it going. And we're like, we ran late. Ingrid's a little,
This is
Hooked up.
amazing.
yeah, like fuck him.
I'm gonna
Wow.
call Neve.
Yeah,
Catfish. Catfish
Yeah.
alert.
Catfish 20 years later.
yeah. But wait. He saw a picture of me, right, and thought I was fat. So then I pretended to be someone else and that's how I
Gotcha.
got
Okay.
revenge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then Sims Online, quick story with that. Sims Online was a Sims game, kind of like the WoW universe, but
Right.
for Sims. And I joined, and you're given a certain amount of money, fake money. No, I didn't put any money into this game. But
luckily.
yeah, you're given a certain amount of money, and so you're just dumped in this world. So I start going around, I meet Dante. And he's
Dante.
and he's like,
Dante.
he had silver hair, and he's like, you can come live here. He takes my money. Then we start making out.
Wow,
And
classic
he
Dante.
messages me, and he's like, how old are you? I'm 12. I was 15.
Damn.
Thank you.
So you were the weirdo in that situation. Just
You
so
were
you
the
know.
creep.
Yeah, I was the weirdo. But when you presented that question to us, and I thought about it, my first reaction, remember I said I had a funny story, and that wasn't even the story I had.
Oh.
with it.
Okay.
And then I thought I had an actual real story, but I think I've never truly been lied to in that sense because I always had the gut feeling that I was being lied to.
Right.
Mm.
And like with past relationships and cheating and stuff like that, I always had a clue. But the funny story, there was one time when he told me to scootsin. And I like scoot over. And I was like, what's scootsin? And he's like, it's German for scoot. And he's like, Google it. And I was like, no, I don't think that. And he's like, yeah, Google it. And I was like, all right, for a split second. And it's fake. I mean, scootsin's not. So.
He had you going for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, is that the only time that someone's ever lied to you?
Are you sure
Like
his
the
name?
ants ever lied to you?
Are you sure his name is not Dante?
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Ant's
Imagine.
been Dante all
Oh my
along.
God.
He is younger than you.
Yeah.
So mad.
He was
Yeah,
just waiting for that
seriously.
Scootsin thing, and then he was going to
Yeah.
be like, gotcha.
He rips off his hair. It's silver.
I
underneath.
know.
He looks like Max from Catfish.
He actually is
bad.
Max.
I
He rips off
mean,
his-
I would love to have a
That'd be
Max,
pretty good.
wouldn't you guys? He's so much better than Neve. Sorry. And
Oh,
I'm like an
100%.
avid Catfish watcher, so like
Yeah.
every week I'm like, Max, you just give it to them
yeah.
like straight, and Neve Seth's like making a sexual innuendo.
Oh, no.
But
Oh,
no,
no.
you weren't.
No, Liss, you are.
I was
That's
making
what you do.
the sexual innuendo.
But have you guys been lied to? It's
In person, like in life, or on the internet? Is that what you was the
Whichever.
question
No,
in the
whichever.
internet?
I mean,
Okay.
you were talking about the whole ASL,
Right.
like catfishing people on AIM, and that kind of made me flash back to when I was young, probably like 12, which was around when AIM was like really popular. I used to wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I would go on AIM, and I would talk to this kid from Ireland. And now I'm thinking maybe that wasn't real.
like it didn't happen, or you think he wasn't from Ireland?
You would get up that
Oh, no,
early
it happened.
because
Oh,
of the
okay.
time difference. You would get up that early.
Yeah.
He was
assuming-
actually from like New Jersey.
Yeah,
He
it
was like,
was
let's stay up really late and talk to each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm
Do you remember their name?
Oh, heck no. No way, man. I don't even remember my first screen name. I remember a couple of them,
Yeah.
which I don't tell anybody because they're really embarrassing.
No, I
but-
mean we all
Everyone had embarrassing ones.
Yeah.
Come on, Seth.
As I get older, I think the more embarrassing they got, honestly.
My first one was Disney 197, named
Oh
after
my
my cat.
God.
And I'd go into
Aw.
chat rooms and they'd be like, "Oh, you like Disney? How old are you?" I'm like, "First off, it's named after my cat. Block."
Block.
You showed them.
I like DreamWorks, not Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
And why can't we be on MSN?
Right?
I hated MSN. When I had to talk to family in Argentina, they all used MSN. I'm like, why don't you guys use
They
AIM?
had cool
Why aren't you
emojis.
cool?
Like us Americans. God.
You remember Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle, the kid in the wheelchair?
Mhm.
Sure.
Krista and I spoke with him on MSN chat.
I don't think that.
No,
was it
it
really
was
him? Was it
No,
though?
this is the time when
I think this is your lie to story.
This is when she was catfish. And she had
maybe.
no
I mean, I
idea.
guess I'll never know. But there was a time when you could email. Like I used to email Justin Burfield. He paid
Yeah.
Reese. You could email the actors, and they would send you back
Could
like
you?
one-word answers. Yes.
It was cool. You could also talk to kids from Ireland.
Yeah. Well, I had an internet
Or
friend.
40-year-old old men. You know, that was.
Well, it's so weird you say it. So I also had an internet friend named Chuck, and we were really close. And then one time he's like, "I can't talk to you anymore. My mom doesn't believe you're real or that you're actually who you say you are." I'm like, "No," and I would
Kind of good parenting, though.
harass
My
him.
mom always made me, like, super paranoid about things like that. So, like, I remember one time I had added someone who I thought was my uncle, my now estranged uncle at the time, and I was like, "Hey, it's Alyssa. I live at whatever in Coram."
no.
And my mom went off on me, and he's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "Alyssa, your niece." Like, I'm like telling him all this stuff, and my mom, like, she's like, "You're done. You're done off the computer. You can't go online right now." So learned that the hard way.
She unplugged
And
your
then I was
Windows
like
97.
paranoid. I was like, "Oh my god, like he's gonna come and like kidnap me," and like now he knows where I live. It was just not a good situation.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm here to tell the stories.
Don't tell
Have you
people where
been-
you live,
have you
kiddos.
been lied to?
Or
Or
I've definitely told this story before, but I'm still hurt about it with my cat.
Your butt hurt about it.
yeah.
Does Seth, do you know my cat story? I don't remember if I
know.
said it on here or Tree Hill Talk, but
Yeah.
I'm going to tell it again. So when I was
Oh.
younger, I had a cat named Lisa.
Lisa, the cat.
Loved my cat. There was
sorry.
a day I liked cats. And I think I was like 8. And then all of a sudden, Lisa was gone. My mom said she passed away. She went to kitty cat heaven, whatever. Fine. I was over it. Then fast forward a couple weeks, my mom was a house cleaner and she would bring me to the homes with her. And I'm like, "Oh my God, she got a cat that looks just like
Oh my
Lisa. Look, Mom, she looks just like her." My mom's like, "Yeah, wow, they
So
look the same."
weird.
And it was Lisa. My mom lied to
Your
me.
mom's just like, "I don't
My
want a
mom
fucking cat."
hates cats and didn't want me to have the cat anymore. So she gave her to this woman, and I would go every week and be like, "Oh my God, you look just like," but you know what? Maybe that's where my hatred for cats come from, because Lisa did not give a fuck about me. She was like in a much better house. She had like this fluffy cat bed, eating like wet food, like
Oh,
living her
yeah.
best life.
Eating
And she
the
did not give a
salmon.
fuck. And I only just found out a couple years ago. Fuck that. So yeah, I was lied to about that. And then another time, another animal related story. I was obsessed with horses for like most of my life. And I every year for my birthday would ask for a horse. So this year, like I think it was like my 10th or 11th birthday. And I was like, "So am I getting a horse this year?" My parents are like, "Yeah." And I was like,
Oh my
fucking
God.
awesome. So then my birthday party comes and there is a horse there. And we're all riding it and I think it's mine. And I'm
I'm gonna
so
take it home.
stoked.
Oh,
I'm
no.
naming it already. And like we're riding it. Like I'm totally like ready for this to be my horse. And then they start packing the horse away and
Aw.
taking. And I was like, "Where are they taking my horse?" My parents are like, "No, we got you that horse for your birthday, like to ride, but it's not yours."
It's not your horse.
I'm
Aww.
traumatized again.
Not good
So-
with pets.
Poor girl.
Not good. Yeah, just lied to when it came to animals, I guess, a lot.
Wow.
But those are the two that stand out big time that I was pissed. Didn't let, I was not happy.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's not that bad, I guess. When I was a kid, probably like 13 or so, I was starting to get involved with this girl, and she was really nice and cool and really intimidating. And she had at the bottom of her AIM profile, she had a heart and then she had SAL. And being a young man who was becoming involved with this, I naturally thought, gee, who could that be?
Sal.
Right.
Mhm.
And so I didn't want to be like that guy who's like, hey, who's this Sal guy with a heart? You know, very jealous. So I didn't really bring it up for a long time. And then eventually one day I was like, hey, what does your AIM profile mean? And she said, oh, those are the initials of my 3 best friends. And it was true. It actually was. It was like this person, and this person. And I knew these people. And so I was like, gee, that is just a perfect excuse. And that's lovely. And so we kept kind of dating or whatever you do. And then I found out, like right when we were really together, her brother told me that she had been lying to me and that she was dating this dude named
This
Sal.
is all via computer? Like, you'd never
No.
met this person?
Oh, no. I'm not a weirdo.
Well, you made it seem like you met on the
We were
internet.
like hanging out all the
Okay,
time. And,
gotcha.
like, yeah. So he was like, yeah, man, she's playing you for a chump. And I was like, and I remember I was on my way to a show that she was going to be at. And I was like, I was in the back seat of a van and I was just like laying on the back in the dark and there was music playing and it was like the saddest moment of my life. Because it was the first time that someone had like really lied to me.
Yeah.
And like duped me. Like not just like lied, but like played up this whole thing that turned out to not
How old were
be
you?
real.
13, 14?
13 or 14, I guess. And it never happened again that I know of.
I bet you she's still catfishing.
She might be. I hope she's
Imagine,
with
like,
Sal.
maybe they
Yeah.
ended
Did
up
you ever
having
find
a
out who
happy
Sal
story.
was?
Oh, yeah. He was this really tall kid. And the only thing that I remember about Sal, which is really weird, but it's hard to forget it, is that he had lost a testicle in a karate accident.
What?
Oh.
So he had that on me.
Hold on. How does that happen?
Poor
Did you ask him?
Sal.
He probably
One nut
got
Sal.
kicked real
yeah,
hard.
yeah, that's
and it
exactly
went,
what happened during the
and you
competition.
gotta, ow, poor Sal.
Yeah.
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 So anyway, so that that's my story. So that's my bad segue into kind of like the topic that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So like
We always have bad segues.
Yeah.
It's fine.
so like in this day and age that we are living in, which is a very particular time for very particular reasons, obviously. One of the things that just makes my skin crawl whenever I hear it is the phrase fake news.
Mm-hmm.
So like we hear it all the time now.
Always.
All the time. People say it really no matter what you're talking about. It's just like if you don't believe that something's true, well, it's not just, your opinion, it's fake news.
Mm-hmm.
And the annoying part about fake news is that some of it actually turns out to be fake.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
really hard to like tell like what's right,
Right.
what's
Yeah.
wrong, and that is something that has existed for like as long as humans have existed.
Totally.
Sure.
So I compiled a list of a couple different hoaxes. So that's kind of where it ties into your conspiracy theories. Because a
theories.
conspiracy theory is basically a hoax before it's proven to be a hoax. And
Right.
a hoax isn't quite a scam. Like it's not like there's plenty of scams where it's a lie in order to get something. from
Gain,
someone.
right.
But there are just straight lies that exist only to fool people.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like catfishing. There's really
Right.
nothing to gain from it, and hoaxes have become so ingrained like in our internet lives that Facebook even announced, over the last couple months that they're completely changing the way that we view news and stories like on our timelines.
Yeah.
Oh. I rarely go on Facebook these days
You're
because I'm
better
just
off.
like, so annoyed with it. I'd rather just look at the pictures or look at what people like tweet, and
Well,
that's
also,
it.
And
Yeah.
it keeps you in your biased bubble.
Oh
Mhm.
'Cause
yeah,
you'll just keep seeing, you know,
Yeah.
I see more the liberal
Yep.
and
Stuff. Yeah.
democratic side
It's
of
true.
things. And then you become so immersed in that world that perhaps you're not seeing other point of views.
right.
Yeah.
Because of algorithms and stuff like
Yeah, and that can actually make you become more susceptible to falling for hoaxes
Right.
because we're more prone to believe something that's outlandish because it suits what we believe.
Right.
Mhm,
So
Totally.
like on Facebook, especially through the last couple of years, I have made a point to like not unfriend people or unfollow people just because I think what
They
they're
have different-
saying is insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of what you're saying. Like I don't want to just come to a point where I'm only hearing what I think is
Right.
is right.
Mhm.
Because part of me wants to be challenged, but part of me also wants to know like what do other people actually think?
Yeah.
And most of the time it's completely
It's
bonkers.
completely
Yeah.
psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the thing that totally blew my mind, and I guess like thinking back to this kid in Ireland and this girl who very clearly was dating somebody, I think that I'm just like a foolish or naive person.
Okay.
Like I really want to believe the best out of people
Totally.
most of the time.
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I listened to this podcast called Reply All, which I know Michelle has been working
Yes.
her way
Michelle's
through.
smiling so hard right now.
Do you guys listen to it?
No, I,
I
do
haven't.
not.
It's,
yeah.
it's really.
I hear
top-notch
good
stuff.
things.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Gimlet Media.
No, if it's a Gimlet podcast, it must be good.
But so Reply All did an episode on a performance artist named Zardulu,
This is great, guys.
and
Michelle's in her glory right now.
She's got her shit-eating grin.
I do.
So excited.
Michelle has been messaging me for days, like just prove what I said to be true.
I need someone to back me up
That's
here.
true.
This is a hoax, actually. Right
This
now.
is the hoax. This is the whole point of it.
So they did this episode on this performance artist named Zardulu, who lives in New York City. And are you guys familiar with the video Pizza Rat?
No.
Do you remember the viral video Pizza Rat?
Oh, yeah.
Where
yeah. Mhm.
it was
Right. Yeah.
is a New York City subway stop, and
Yep.
there's this pizza. I mean, there's this rat. There's this pizza dragging a rat.
Yeah.
There's this rat dragging a big piece of pizza like
Yeah,
down the
huge.
stairs.
Mhm.
I don't know this.
You've
No,
never
you
seen
never
the
saw the
meme? The meme even with the rat holding the slice of pizza?
No.
Oh,
You've never
it's
heard
great.
Pizza Rat?
No.
Okay.
Okay, if you'd never heard of Pizza Rat, have you ever heard of Selfie Rat?
No.
Okay, so again,
I asked my sister to keep me young, and she clearly didn't do it.
God, Shan, do your
God,
job.
Shen.
so Selfie Rat was
I'll
a video
Google
of
it.
this dude
Please do. I'm
who's like
curious.
Just the meme.
sleeping, and this rat comes over and like takes his phone and like takes a selfie of himself, and there's a video of it. Well, both of these stories and videos.
Here's the picture.
Oh, maybe.
Here's pizza.
You never
Thank
heard
you.
it? They were talking about on the news. Like,
Oh yeah, everyone was like, Pizza Rat is everyone's spirit animal.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
we're like,
Look
we
at
don't
this.
even care.
right.
He's got to feed his Pizza Rat family.
Oh, that's a big piece of pizza for
Exactly.
that rat.
But it was like, go on, Pizza
Aw.
Rat, get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for you if you could drag that piece of pizza through
Right.
the subway.
So both of these stories went viral. The videos went viral. Everybody was reposting them. But not only were people on Facebook reposting them because they were funny, but like news outlets.
People were like, "Oh my God, this
were
Yeah.
rat
also like,
dragged
hey,
this
check out
pizza."
this footage from New York City. Isn't this crazy? Ha 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 ha.
Do you want your phone back, Michelle?
Oh.
So both of these stories and videos were 100% staged, faked. These were trained rats. And
Oh,
People-
trained rats.
yeah, so when people first were seeing the video, there were there's always going to be haters, and they're like, wow, this is fake, this is fake.
Yeah.
But those of us who loved Pizza Rat and wanted to believe in the good in the world said, no, this is real life. And turns out to be totally fake. So
Aw,
this
well,
episode of
disappointing.
Reply All, and I looked further into Zardulu.
You did?
Yeah, it is bonkers.
Why didn't you send me
She
that stuff?
is bonkers.
Did you follow her on
crazy.
Twitter?
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait, the pizza rat's separate than the Zardulu.
So
No.
Zardulu is a performance artist
Right.
who trains rats to do very, very, very
Okay.
specific tasks,
Gotcha.
and then she will plant them, and she even will hire like actors, like the selfie rat. That was like an actor that she hired. Like so not only was like, it's a funny trick that a rat's doing. Like this whole like the setting, the people involved, the rat, the pizza, they were all in on it. So it's a very
The pizza
elaborate.
was in on it.
Is the end game to be viral?
Yeah.
And for people
I
to,
mean, I
is
would
that like
assume
her?
so.
Her end game is to, as she says, create legends. She says that she's in the legend making business, which is interesting. I mean,
It is.
It's
Yeah.
She's bonkers though. You should totally look her up. Totally listen to that episode.
Yeah.
And so it really kind of like made me stop and think about all of the things that we take in. You know, most people spend their time flipping through like 3 to 5 apps
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You check your news feed, you check your Instagram, you check your Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know what else you check.
Repeat.
I check Reddit.
Bungle is Bungle, Bungle,
Bumble?
Bumble.
Maybe like Bumble, like
the dating app?
I've been-
Bungle?
I mean,
make
it
it
could be
happen.
something. Honestly, I would have no idea.
Bungle is only
Bumble,
for like
I'm
bad
assuming.
dates. When
Yeah.
you want to go on a bad date,
Yeah.
you go on Bungle.
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 Yeah. I've been married for almost 9 years, so
Right, those things were not
everything
around.
has completely
Yeah.
passed
It
me
really
by. Like,
has.
oh, what's the one? Snapchat? No, not Snapchat.
Are you
A
thinking of a dating
A
app?
dating
Wait,
website
dating
like
app or-
Tinder.
Tinder. Yeah. Never been on Tinder. And me and Jean
I've
Ray,
never been on Tinder.
yeah, my wife. Oh, really?
No.
I thought just everybody was.
No,
No,
honestly,
I've never
what
been on
I
it.
thought Tinder was when it first came out was booty calls. Like
I
you
think
want to
that-
have
yeah.
sex real late, you call like you swipe right on this person. Like that's what I thought Tinder was. So I never approached it because I'm a relationship kind of gal and I don't do those things. So
course.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then I listened to DTR and I was like, oh my god, people like use this
Right.
like
right,
a
right.
real dating app. I had
I-
no idea.
Well, I know several people who are single and they use it.
right.
Yeah, and they're not like just hooking
Right.
up with people. Like,
but
they're
there are
actually looking
people
for-
that like found their like husband on
Brittany
there.
did. My
right. I'm
friend
like
in
Tinder
Colorado.
though. Tinder.
Yeah.
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 So
I
I mean, it
remember-
changed. Who knows? Maybe I'll be on Tinder next week. Who knows?
I remember when I was a kid and someone that we knew, an adult, met and married a woman on Match.com.
Yep.
And we thought
That was
this.
crazy.
We thought it was the craziest
Yeah.
thing. They got married. They like moved to California or some crazy place, and we were like, she's gonna murder him.
She's not
He's
real.
dead.
So anyway, and so you're really just taking in all this information all day. Like, can you tell me the last article that you read online? Have you read an article online the last week?
Yes.
I definitely have.
Yeah, but you can't tell me what it is.
No, I have no idea.
I can't tell you.
No.
You've probably read
Maybe
like,
like the Fergie thing. Her apology was like her tweet or something, and I'm
Oh,
like,
woof.
what? Can you consider that an article though? No, that's bullshit.
she did an
She
apology.
she apologized.
What did she say?
She said something along the lines as she went like in a creative way
Yeah.
and sorry that like people didn't respond to that, and like she's sorry, she loves the national anthem, she loves America, like kind of thing.
Ridiculous.
JK, love you,
JK,
America.
I love you,
Yeah.
America. Like
I never
people thought it
doubt-
was like a stunt to
Right.
do because she was like gonna like miraculously come out with a new album next week and wanted people to like be talking about her. But
They
I
do
don't-
that though.
People do that. Yeah.
They
So
fake
who
things
knows?
to.
Social
Great
media
buzz.
is a crazy
it's-
thing in the
yeah,
world.
It's really crazy, and like so it really made me take a step back and think like all of this information that we're putting into our brains all day, every day, that we don't even remember
Mm-hmm.
or like register really how much of it
Is real.
Is real.
Yeah.
Like, Or
Yeah.
we know. Like I've had to explain to so many. I want to say adults, even though I'm 30.
You mean older?
Yeah, older
people.
people. Because if there's one thing I know, it is that social media is not for old people.
No,
No.
it is not.
Honestly, I think Facebook is now becoming for the old people.
Yeah.
Like
It
my
is.
mom's people,
100%.
like they're getting back and like they had their 40th reunion and they're speaking and they're tagging each other in photos. I'm like, you guys keep it because I don't
No.
want it anymore.
It
Like,
definitely is. And then the worst part is that they're the ones that are sharing like these videos or
Oh.
like in person. They'll be like, well, I saw Dr. Oz on Facebook said that if you eat 7
I'm
turnips,
like, Mom, that's
you'll
an ad.
live, you'll live to be 500.
Yeah.
Right.
It was on
It's
Facebook.
right. It's on Facebook.
And
My
they
mom's
believe
like,
it.
oh, I clicked on this because I really wanted this dress. I'm like, Mom, it's fake.
Yeah.
Like you can't click on it because
Right.
then you get spam.
And then they get mad at you like,
then they
"Ugh."
get mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so I've had to explain to so many oldies, like, hey, man, there are people who do nothing other than create fake content
Mhm.
Yeah.
all day just for the pure enjoyment of in 6 months seen it pop up randomly because it didn't die.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they can see.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, that was my my
Do you,
headphone.
Seth, were
Yeah.
you, or you guys might remember when Justin created all those fake ads
No.
on Facebook?
No. That sounds
And he
great. though.
targeted different people to show up on certain people's pages. I don't know how Justin
don't
does
remember.
How
this.
does he do?
He made one for like, I think there was one with hats. It was very, very
my
funny.
God.
How
And
sinister.
I have
Someone
I should
has a lot of
message him
time
about
on
that.
their hands.
He
It's very
God.
Justin-esque.
It's such a
So,
Justin thing to
targeted
do.
ads to pop up on certain people's pages.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah. So, so it really, got me thinking about a lot of different things. So hoaxes obviously have existed way before the internet, way before
Yeah.
Facebook.
Totally.
But with technology becoming cheaper and more accessible and more user friendly, all of these things just multiplied, you know, to the point where, like I said, someone says something's fake news and it's really difficult to tell if it is or not. Are you guys familiar with the show Nathan For You?
Mm-mm.
You guys haven't seen that? Have you seen that? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, listeners, listen.
Is it on cable?
Whatever, it's on Comedy Central.
It's on Comedy Central.
Whatever you do, make Nathan For You the next show that you watch. Nathan Fielder is a comedian, and so the premise of the show is that he helps business owners, but he'll help them in just the most absurd, ridiculous, extravagant ways possible. For example, he does this episode where he helps a gas station, and he says to them, hey, you can offer your gas for $2 cheaper than everybody else, make a ton of money, and you tell them that you'll give them a rebate for the money. So you're going to pay full price, but you have to give this, fill out this rebate, and then
Yeah.
you'll
Okay.
get the difference, right?
Right.
So the line is like around the block, and people are coming in and paying, and like, okay, it's going to be this much, and there's a rebate.
Yeah.
Well, the rebate has to be hand delivered to a box that's on top of a mountain, like 20 miles outside of
Oh
town.
my God.
And it has to be done within like a certain time limit, and like there's just all these restrictions. And so it's a very funny. It's kind of like a prank show, but not like it's all real. And so he did a hoax a couple of years back, where he wanted to help this petting zoo, and he was like, "Well, everybody loves like a hero, so you guys need like a hero animal." So they chose a pig because everybody loves a hero pig.
Sure.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, right?
We all love pigs.
Greatest heroes in history have been pigs.
Facts.
Right.
That is not fake news.
So, so they staged this very elaborate production where there's a baby goat in a pond, and it looks like it's drowning and struggling, and then from off camera you see this pig swim in, and then it kind of like moves around a little bit around the goat, and then it frees the goat, and they both swim out. And he did it and posted it to YouTube, the petting zoo's YouTube, and like overnight it had like 3 million views.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like on the news, like national news the next
Yeah.
morning. And so anyway, that's that. But I'm really surprised you guys haven't.
No.
Oh man,
We'll have to
it's
check it out.
100. It's so incredible.
Nathan For You.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Nathan For You is the name of the show.
Got it.
So
Are you about to tell me that that dog that saved that deer from the water is like all fake and staged?
I don't know about that one. It very
that
well may
happened
be.
here.
That was here
That was
on Long Island. Yeah.
I would look
No,
into
it was-
it.
it was
might
real.
be.
It was real. I'm sure.
So
And then
I-
I'm expecting him to say like one of like the most amazing things is going to be fake.
So I looked up that pig video because it's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the problem with these things is, you put it out there and then you say, oh, it's a joke. But because it's out there and people can replicate it,
Oh, yeah.
multiply it across the internet, not everyone who sees it is going to know that it's a joke. So I looked it
Right.
up today, and there were still comments on, because there's different versions of it on YouTube, of all these people like, that's amazing, how incredible, wow,
Yep.
pigs are so smart.
Smarter than humans.
It's like virtual telephone.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So,
Yeah.
so I looked up, because one of the biggest ways that a hoax becomes believable isn't just facts that are kind of skewed. Because for that, you need to find someone who will kind of suspend belief for a little bit. And like we were saying earlier, if you are already leaning towards what this, just factual hoax is saying, then you're more likely to believe it. But one thing that really gets people over is what they see, right?
Yeah.
So crop circles, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, very popular hoax. People still do it, and people still believe. That
You mean it's not aliens?
Nah, no.
Don't tell Ingrid that. She
What do you mean?
believes.
What do you mean? It's 100% aliens. Seth, I don't know what you're trying to say.
It could be.
You never know. There's that 1%. It could be.
Seth, what are you saying?
Just a hypothesis.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Now it's a hoax.
I don't know what you're talking
No.
about.
Okay.
But
Aliens.
It's aliens that land in fields. They always like cornfields specifically.
Right.
Specifically.
Right.
It's easy.
Only corn.
Right. And the patterns are always different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason that I almost said cornfields. The reason that crop circles are so convincing is because they're so elaborate. You can see these pictures and it
Right.
looks very strange. And so you don't even have to tell people. They just fill in all of these different blanks. And you can show people, well, this is how it's reproduced. But because they've seen it and it's kind of been like set in their mind, it's really hard to convince them otherwise. So
Didn't you see the documentary Signs?
The documentary.
Did you see it? Come on.
It happened to a lot of celebrities.
I did. Signs really scared me.
It scared the
It is.
shit
It
out of
really
me.
It's a creepy
scared
movie.
me.
It is fucking terrifying. The birthday video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
that's-
No!
yeah.
That one gives me the creeps every
sleep,
single time.
No sleep. No
Oh
sleep.
yeah, I like jumped out of my seat. I remember
yeah.
seeing that when I
Yeah.
was a kid
It gives me
at
like
Movie Land in
chills
Coram.
down my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eeh.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That was he
That
was
was raw footage, real footage.
Raw footage.
It was real.
we'll get to that. But
Yeah.
so as far as photographs, there's this really funny story. Well, before that, have you guys seen? It's called Tourist Guy.
No,
I feel like everything he
I
asks
think
me
this
would be like, no.
episode is all about
You
things we
teaching
haven't
us.
Just
seen.
educate.
It's
Yeah.
educate.
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay.
This is Tourist Guy.
Tourist guy.
Is he the one that takes pictures like all over the world or whatever?
No. So after 9/11, this photo was circulated non-stop. For those of you who are not in the room,
We're
with
gonna
us,
share all of these on our Instagram,
yeah,
by the way.
Okay.
Please send
I
this
see.
to us.
it is a photo of a man who is standing on the top of the World Trade Center, and there is an airplane.
Literally coming
Flying
towards
directly at
him.
it.
Yeah.
And so the story was that this was like the last picture taken on top of the World Trade Center, and that this guy was blah 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 whatever. He was probably like some doctor who saved kids' lives. And
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
his phone, his not phone. This was a long time ago. His camera
camera.
miraculously survived, and they found it in the wreckage.
Totally.
And they developed the pictures, and this was the picture.
This is
that
it.
they found. And this was a massive. Before Facebook, everything
Yeah.
was shared. Needed emails, email.
Right.
chains.
Yeah. Email chains. Oh my God.
Oh,
Get me off the email
So-
thread.
Tourist Guy is probably one of the most famous as far as like photographic hoaxes, but they go back really, really far. So in 1894,
damn! Wow. Throwback Thursday.
yeah, seriously, there was this potato farmer named Joseph Swan, and
Sick name.
he was really good at growing potatoes, and there was this fair coming up, and he's like, you know what, I want to have something to like kind of hand out at the fair. Let's just make a funny video, or sorry, a funny photograph.
I was like,
Right.
a video.
Yeah. He's like, let's just make a funny photo. And so he teamed up with this photographer. And what they did was they took a picture of a potato, and then they blew it up really big, and they glued it onto a piece of wood. And then they took a picture of Joseph Swan holding it over his shoulder. And
So it looked like it was a real potato.
yeah, and they put like Joseph Swan grows a potato that weighs like 40 pounds, and it's 3 feet long, and da-da-da-da. And so at the fair, they hand out all these little leaflets, and people are like, haha, how funny. And around this time, postcards with like oversized farm stuff was like, like, pretty prevalent, like
Vegetables,
corn. I saw one of like one corn that filled up like
Like
the back of a
pumpkins?
truck, and like
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. So it wasn't like the first time anyone had ever like done this thing,
Right.
this photographic trick, but because he like put his name on it, and because like you could go to the farm and da da da. It spread like wildfire all across the country until it was picked up by the magazine Scientific American.
Oh no.
And they posted it. I
know.
Printed
right?
it?
It's like
Published?
terminology
Yeah, yeah.
that you have to
I
use.
know.
Printed
So
it.
they published it in their magazine, and they're like, this is where it's from, and this is what. Da, 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 da. So people from all across the country start writing him letters like, hey, give us some seeds, or can you like cut a piece off and send it to me because we want to grow them too. Like all these people were like showing up to his farm, and he was just like, this was just a joke. This is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really-
Please leave me alone.
Yeah, it really like got taken way too far. So yeah, Scientific American, they published it, and then pretty much as soon as it was out there, they realized that it was fake news, and they couldn't just like
This is
so-
embarrassing.
Yeah, they couldn't just
Yeah.
leave it. So they issued this statement, which I thought was just so funny. They said, the picture of the mammoth potato we published on page 199 proves to be a gross fraud, being a contrivance of the photographer who imposed upon us as well as others. An artist who lends himself to such methods of deception may be ranked as a thoroughbred knave to be shunned by everybody.
Wow.
Wow. They wanted him shunned.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's because, you know, they're Scientific American. And much like me with Sal, nobody likes to feel duped.
No,
It's
it's
not a
sad.
good feeling. It makes you feel
Right.
Yeah.
They were duped.
absolutely, like, really angry.
Do you have a picture of him holding the potato? Do we have that?
I don't know. Let's.
Let's find it.
If we do, we'll post it.
I'll
Yeah.
get it to you. I
Yeah.
didn't
Okay,
save that
cool.
one.
Okay.
But there's some really, there's some really famous ones like this one of George W. Bush. He's in his school and he's
Oh,
holding.
yeah.
He's reading a book and he's holding it upside
Upside
down.
down.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one.
This was Tom Daschle, and he's standing there, and everyone has their hand over their heart,
Yeah.
and he has the wrong hand
Right.
Yep.
over the heart. And so, while these are just silly jokes, again, if you are leaning one way or the other,
Mhm.
you're going to look at the picture of George W. Bush and be like, yeah, that's totally true.
Right.
That dude's
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Or you're going to look at Tom Daschle and be like, wow, he's a communist. He's
Right.
like
Right.
using his left hand to cross his
Yeah.
heart. Yeah, it's a nightmare. So, where I'm going through my notes right now.
He has notes.
It's so cute. He has notes.
Yeah.
You guys don't have notes?
Never ever in a day
Do
in
you
my
listen?
life.
Do you
Sometimes.
listen?
Hello.
Really?
No, sometimes we have notes.
Yeah.
It
sometimes.
depends, yeah.
It depends what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I mean, we usually have lists on our.
Yeah.
We do.
We usually save BuzzFeed articles.
Right. That's
Oh,
that's,
okay.
you know,
right,
the
right.
extent of our notes.
Right.
Right.
So, like, obviously, with recent events, we know the panic and, like, really bad stuff that can happen when things kind of go awry, like when Hawaii accidentally issued
Oh,
that
my God.
statement.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah.
They were putting kids, like, in sewers
Right.
Yeah.
because, they believe this. And obviously, that's a little different from hoaxes. But there's an article by the LA Times just did about this thing. I don't want to dwell too long on this, but have you guys? I don't even want to say it.
What?
No, come on.
you
No,
can't-
can't
you
leave us.
can't do
you
that.
Can't leave
We
us
don't
hanging.
edit. We don't edit.
Okay, have you guys heard of this thing called? I didn't know about this until I read this article.
Okay.
This thing called deep fakes.
Deep
No.
Okay,
fakes.
it's good that you don't know about that.
Okay.
So basically,
Teach us.
technology. Everything that I've said, I've just kind of been leading up to this point.
Oh.
Technology is
wow.
getting to a point where it's not just like people photographing potatoes and blowing them up, but there are technologies that exist now that can take a picture of you and then put it onto a video, and the AI maps your picture to the face and can make you talk or say different things. And like that technology
Gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, what deepfakes are is people will take pictures of female celebrities and they will put them into adult films.
Right.
Okay. Right.
And some of these female celebrities have been like suing people, being
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Right.
that's insane. You absolutely can't do that." But there's a couple videos out right now of like Donald Trump, and like they're
Don't doubt it.
making him say different things.
Right.
And if you were just scrolling through your feed
And you
He'd
saw
be like
it.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
and you're used to every single day,
Just
there just
seeing
being
things.
some crazy thing,
Right.
You
Yes.
wouldn't stop to think
No.
this is fake.
You wouldn't
Totally.
think
You're
twice.
right.
Yeah. And so
It's very frustrating when you think about
I
it.
know.
yeah, it's insane. I mean, you can't it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
exhausting.
And it's exhausting to see people who are so one-sided. I mean, this is about ignorance just like in general, but it's like if everyone took a step back and like didn't believe every single thing that they've read or heard, the world would be like a little bit of a nicer place and people wouldn't be arguing all the
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
Like
But
the internet is great, but
it's-
it has opened up this
Oh, God.
Pandora's box of just
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
beliefs.
Yeah. It's
Like there's been
not
so many
good.
times that someone shares an article on Facebook and I'm like, but did you click it?
But did
It's
you click
literally,
it?
It's
Right,
literally
right,
like
right,
an
right.
Onion article and I'm like,
yeah.
it's not
Or,
Right,
or
like, did you
it's,
click
it was published a year or two ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When celebrities passed away and then they
Yeah.
post.
I know. I'm like, wait,
this
I'm
is
so
old. And then people
confused.
be like, they died last year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like no one clicks on the article.
No one
Yeah.
like does any further research.
Unless
They're just
it's
so quick to
cute
believe
puppy
the littlest
videos.
thing.
I don't
Yeah.
care how old they are. You can share those all you want.
Right.
I'll watch those
Totally.
again and
Yeah,
again. I'll be like,
totally.
I remember crying to this one. I'll watch it again.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
so sadly, I hate to ruin
Oh,
something,
God.
Oh shit.
but have you seen the videos of the dogs who like walk on their hind legs and they'll like put pants on them?
Oh, those are like tortured though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
if you just saw that video and you're like, I love dogs.
dogs,
no.
yeah,
Those I know about.
I love
Yeah.
this dog
They, like, beat
walking.
them.
Yeah, they like shock them and
Shock
beat
'em
them
with,
if
like,
they try
sticks.
to walk on all fours.
No.
And they do it all to
Yeah.
yeah.
for
Yeah.
views.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck people.
Yeah. Humans are the worst.
Humans are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And
Aw.
so like with this technology coming out, because you only need a picture of someone's face, which everyone has given in plethora to the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Once you put something online, it's there
it's
forever.
there forever.
Yeah, so the developer of this app,
Except I wish I could
Is
access
a
my
billionaire
MySpace.
probably.
the developer of
I
this
know.
app, I wanted to just be like, someone needs to just tell this guy to stop. It's called Pinscreen, and it's a LA startup. They were approached by like Facebook and all these different companies who were like, hey, we want to integrate this technology into just like our apps. This guy, did you guys see like the animal faces that the iPhones
Yeah,
do now?
yeah.
Right.
Weird.
So this guy kind of helped with
Create that?
but he's now doing this thing where you can create a video avatar of yourself, and he's saying like, oh, if you have a business
No.
video chat and you can't be there, you can make this. It's like
Nah.
it's like seeing the practical uses for what this technology could be used for versus
There isn't
the
really,
dangerous uses.
right.
Right. It's
More
like
dangerous than anything.
I'm just thinking Terminator.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just fuck it. No.
well, so people could make digital avatars of you.
No.
without
It's like
clearly
how-
without your
Have you
permission.
have you ever found a like a Facebook profile that used your profile picture?
Luckily,
no, I've
not
never
yet.
been that. I've never
No.
been that lucky.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, it happens because
People
yeah.
do
pictures
it.
are just
Oh,
out
sure.
there. Yeah,
People do it
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
You just type in like hot girl with blonde hair, and then like the first girl that comes up. I mean, again, I watch a lot of catfish, so like
Catfish.
that's how people find their shit. And
Yeah.
then
And you can like search with photos, like
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of
this-
typing
oh,
the
yeah.
screen
Yeah, you
grab.
can-
the screen
Yeah,
grab, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So
do
easy.
Google. Yeah. So people could be making these, digital avatars of you. And if you look it up now, I'm not trying to sound like paranoid or like,
Well, it's a little
we're all-
a little daunting. Like,
But like if
Yeah.
you look it up now, the technology isn't really that great. But if you look back at Tourist Guy or George Bush holding a photo of a book
It's
upside
gone
down,
a long
Right.
way,
it's
yeah.
gotten a lot better. Even just the photographic manipulation has gotten so much better. And so what could potentially happen, in court, videos
right? They hold
speak
up.
1,000 words.
Mhm.
It's always like, let's go to the video.
Go to the
Let's go to
footage.
this tape.
Now
Let's not.
possibilities exactly.
Let's just not do that.
In 5 years, you won't know.
Yeah.
And so people are saying, obviously, they could manipulate a video to show Donald Trump.
I was gonna say
saying
people do
different
that
things
even
and-
without this technology,
Yeah.
and it's just scary.
yeah. People are just twisted.
They are.
We're screwed.
And fucking
We are
smart.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, so
At the end of, it's smart.
it is smart and terrifying. now.
Terrifying.
Right.
Just like
Very much so.
really
well,
smart.
so I don't want to be a downer, but so the good news is when you see a photo, right, and you can tell it's really absurd. You know that Photoshop exists.
Totally.
And so right
Yeah.
away there's a check in your brain. Okay,
This might be
Might be fake.
Yeah.
where someone who might be like 55 or 60, they might not really know about different things like that. So the most important thing is to just, stay educated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be aware of
Yeah.
like what's out there, but also, I don't know, man. When I read this, I was thinking like, maybe I need to just make my Facebook 100% private.
Yeah.
And like make my profile picture like a minion or something.
Right.
Like,
That way people,
Yeah.
because they could, even if it's private, and you could still search people and see their
picture.
profile picture.
Yeah.
The thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they could still use it
yeah, 100%.
and make you into
And
a
even if your
droid.
name, you tagged it in some before a JPEG or PNG, if it was Seth Vargas, you're still going to come up in Google Images search.
Oh,
Yeah.
So whatever your name's linked to, that's a whole lot of erasing.
Yeah.
Getting to the source of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
That a lot of times, if you don't turn it off in your phone, if you upload pictures, people could even see where you uploaded that picture.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
It's scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
So, I mean,
scary.
Potentially somebody could like frame you for murder.
Right.
Be like, well, look, she was in this place.
Yep.
She was
take
there.
your picture. They make like
She
a
took
video
a picture of
it
her
and-
avocado toast that morning. And she was there. So she killed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But really, you
Wow.
were there because avocado toast is lit.
Right.
But really, you didn't want to murder anyone.
Yeah. You didn't even realize what you were getting yourself into.
No.
Yep.
Now I want avocado toast.
Mm.
I'm hungry.
Should we
But-
take a break?
Yeah.
Was
Take a
that the
break.
end of the?
Yeah. Was that depressing enough?
No,
No,
it was
not
very.
at all.
I love that shit.
Informative.
I feel like I've learned something.
I love
Oh,
that
that's
stuff.
good.
So
Yeah.
good.
No,
it's always a good podcast when I
Yeah.
learn.
Hey.
Hi.
We
Um,
have our clink clink clink.
Clink, clink, clink.
Oh, I loved the way that
Oh, yeah.
sounded.
Oh wait, Ingrid's getting it.
We have it.
got you. I got you.
Yay.
So we just want to jump in here and tell you quick about Wink, which is a wine subscription service.
It's great.
It's amazing. We love it. And if you love wine, you should definitely check it out. We have the link down below. And if you use our link, you get $20 off. And you get to take a little quiz, and it gives you the wines according to whatever answers you give.
Yeah, your flavor profile.
Yeah, and we've loved ours so far. So
It's
if
awesome.
you're a big fan of wine, I think you guys should check it out. We definitely take part in it, and we enjoy it very much.
And
So-
you get free shipping.
And you get free shipping. So what more could you want? 4 bottles of wine, you get $20 off, free shipping, and you guys can get some wine to your door and drink along while you listen to our podcast.
It's a
Why
great
not?
idea.
Hell
It
yeah.
sounds lovely.
Win, 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 win.
And you know what? If you don't like all the bottles, or you maybe think, oh, I can't drink 4 bottles, you can give them as gifts.
Yeah.
You can.
And they're so
Birthday gift,
cute.
Anniversary gift.
Yeah, the labels are cute. Everything's just great. It's a great
Yeah.
service. So, for our listeners, if you use the link in the description below, you get $20 off, free shipping, and you get 4 bottles shipped right to your door. So definitely check it out.
Yay.
Yay! Bye.
Thanks, guys. Game.
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 Well, we got 2, but oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, don't
Why?
worry.
I mean,
Seth,
why
why
don't
can't
you
we do
wanna
both?
play
we could
games
do
with
whatever
us?
we want. This is our podcast.
Listen, we
One of
play
them-
game,
one of
or
them-
Elon Musk is going to come through those doors.
Well, one of the games requires you to sing, so I don't know if you want to
Sing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Singing under pressure too.
Can we do the first game?
Yeah, whatever.
Or
The other one,
non-singing
not
game?
singing game.
Yeah.
Where we
Thank
don't
you.
have to sing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're only gonna do one.
Well,
Let's see how the.
let's
We'll
just
see how this
see how it
first
goes.
one
let's
goes.
just see how this goes.
Oh wait, he
Oh
has
my
a
God,
bag.
there's
I was
props.
wondering why there was a bag here.
I hear rattling and metal. And,
It does sound like metal.
There is. Yeah. This is for you.
oh, there's
Oh,
a bell.
Wow,
Can
this
I
is
sing
so
it?
elaborate.
Yeah.
Oh, it
There's
has a
multiple
smiley face
bells.
on it. Oh, where did you get these?
We have bells.
Dollar Tree.
These are
Good
fun.
old Dollar Tree.
Okay, fun.
Fun,
Okay.
fun.
I'm not gonna know any of the
Oh.
answers.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh no, you might.
This is
Oh,
when
you
I get
might, but probably not.
embarrassed.
So
Yeah,
do,
right?
Do you guys know what a synonym is?
A synonym, yes.
Something you put in a cake or
Yes.
tea?
A synonym. A similar word, right? A synonym.
And the antonym.
A similar
is the
noun.
opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the
Right?
Ingrid's
I
gonna-
hope.
The teacher will get it.
Yeah.
So this is the synonym game where we take the titles.
Sorry, I just want to make sure
of
it worked.
I'm
TV
already
shows.
sweating.
Right.
Anyone?
I know.
Anyone else?
Oh my god.
I'm like super competitive, so I'm like,
All right. Well, Belle's at the ready.
Sorry, I'm scared.
Wait, we don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah. So this is a synonym game where we take the title of movies or TV shows and we turn them into synonyms.
So you have
I
to
read
figure out
them-
what the
Is
real
this
one
like,
is.
wait, don't tell me. This reminds me of something on NPR.
I don't know. Do they do this?
No, it just sounds very similar
okay.
to the game.
So then when you think that you have
The correct.
unjumbled the title in your
You-
mind, you ding the bell and I will call on you.
I will call on
You will say
Can I,
what you
do
think
you have
it
an
is.
example?
Do you have an
I
example?
do, I
Okay,
do.
perfect.
I do. I have an easy example.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna get
You
it.
guys ready?
Yes.
We're going to practice with the bells too. So
Okay.
be ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we don't really have to put the vowels near it. Just Seth has to know.
Angry males. Michelle.
Mad Men.
Correct.
Oh, it's a show.
Gotcha.
I'm like, I was thinking movie, but no,
It's
movies
these are
and
men.
shows.
Oh, yeah,
Movies
yeah,
and
yeah.
shows.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
Angry
So,
males.
I
Mad
just
Men.
have
got it.
I have a big long list of these. I don't know how long you
Well,
want to go
All
let's-
right.
for.
We'll just see
do
how
a
we
couple
do.
around.
I
Are you,
feel
wanna-
like
are you going to
Mich-
keep score?
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
try.
Michelle's gonna crush this.
Yeah, because Ingrid and I are not avid television. Well,
Guys,
all
I
right,
don't
we'll
see movies.
What?
It's
No,
true.
we have.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Should we?
I was
we-
gonna say
Do you want to be
television.
scorekeeper or are you a cheater?
No, I'm not a
No,
cheater.
she's not a cheater. She's very truthful and honest.
I don't know. You
One of
sent
her
someone to
many
Walmart
qualities.
and didn't show up.
That was
Listen.
Krista. She was coerced by
Oh,
Krista.
okay.
Yeah. Krista's
She's the bad
bad
influence.
Yep, bad egg.
Okay.
Okay, so some of these are a little better
Super
than
nervous.
others.
Okay.
A synonym is not always an exact match. I just want to say
Right.
that now.
Some of these are a stretch.
Because I gotta tell you, if I were listening to this episode and I heard that title and then I heard the answer, I would be like, "That's not
Mm-hmm. No,
Right.
right."
Got it.
we'll try. We'll try the best we can do.
My brain just can't catch
I
up.
know.
Though. You'll say it and I'll be like,
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, damn
We'll
it.
do some.
Mad Men.
We'll do some.
Mad Men?
We'll do some. Easy
Everyone's
ones
home
first.
already.
Okay, right.
I'm just
That's-
sitting here alone.
That's me.
Okay, we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who was that? What was that?
That's my nervous sound. Go.
Okay.
I'm closing my eyes.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I can't concentrate if I look at you.
That's right. I thought
Okay.
about that too.
Okay.
Okay. My large, obese Mediterranean nuptials.
My big.
Liss.
Ah.
Sorry, I was
You
saying
started
it.
speaking
I'm
before
sorry.
you hit
Yeah,
the bow.
she
Just
did.
saying.
My big fat Greek wedding.
Correct.
Damn it.
1
Yay.
point.
I
One
should
point.
knew that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I said it before he called on me. I will
Yes.
not do that again.
You got a ding and then
And you got
called
to
on.
ding
Thank
and you
you.
got to hold.
Okay.
Thank you. I will.
We ready?
Mhm.
Another easy one. The martial arts child. Liss.
The Karate Kid.
Yes. Wow, taking an early lead.
I just want to say I got
Alright.
the sample right.
I got the sample.
Okay. Sun battles.
Star Wars.
Ingrid. What? I'm sorry?
Star Wars?
Correct.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, sun. What is the sun? It's a star.
Yeah, I know. I was doing
Literally,
that too. I'm
that's
like,
how my brain went.
Yeah.
battles, wars.
Yeah.
Okay. Destroying evil.
Destroying evil.
Movie or TV?
Breaking
Liss.
Bad.
Correct.
That's what I was going to say. And I was
Wow.
like, well, breaking and destroying. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Very good.
Okay.
Very
Wow,
good.
Liss, you thought you weren't going to do
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
Don't you say
No, Liz does this
And you're-
all the time.
And your
Liss is
eyes
like,
are open.
I am good at anything.
Every
and then
single
she's
thing we
amazing.
do, Liz
That's
is like,
my thing,
I'm not good at,
apparently.
I'm not good at it, and then she excels.
And then she crushes everybody.
Well, you know what? It's better than being like, I'm going to win.
True.
I'm losing.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm humble about it, right?
Okay. Wire maidens. Yes.
Handmaid's Tale?
Nope.
No.
Negative 1 point for you.
Well,
Oh, I didn't explain that
wait.
part. Sorry.
by the way,
Oh,
you
there's a
lose
negative
This is
point.
not just
Okay.
a
What was
free
it?
for all.
Wait, what was
Because
it?
I put
Wire-
All right.
in my head,
Once
I know
again.
what I did.
Wire maidens.
I'm thinking so hard.
This television show has been referenced several times on this very podcast.
I'm sure it has.
Liss.
Gilmore Girls.
Negative 1 point.
I didn't think that was
Wire
going to
ma-
be it.
Wait, we've mentioned it?
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes.
Cable Girls.
Correct.
Oh, what the
I get my point back?
And I'm the only one
So
that's
how did the
seen that
negative
show.
work?
You just take one away.
Oh, okay.
You just take it away.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Maidens.
That was hard.
That was hard.
Was it?
No, after when you know, when
no,
you know
yeah.
it
once
was.
you, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
because
Maiden,
of the
Handmaiden?
words,
Yeah,
I know.
My brain kept going there.
Okay. Alien properties.
Alien properties.
The quietness is just.
This is a Netflix show. Liss.
Stranger Things?
Correct. And this is
I don't
the one,
see how that is, but
Well, if you
Okay.
look up a synonym for things, it's very
properties. Okay.
Okay.
Stranger.
And
Stranger is an
stranger.
alien. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
It's
a stretch.
it's a stretch.
Okay. All right.
Well, you didn't come up with the
No, I
question.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did. I came
You
up with this
did?
whole list. Yeah.
Oh, you made
Are you
it?
serious?
Yeah. This is what I've been working on like for the last couple
You're
weeks.
fucking you're
thought you-
shitting me. Wait, you're shitting me, right?
No.
I can't tell if you're serious. I
No, I
can't
can't either.
tell.
I can't know.
Wait.
Single Arbor Mound.
One Tree Hill.
Yes, Ingrid. Yes. Little fast on the answer, but yes.
She's
Oh,
just
you
excited.
point. Maybe
You
he
pointed.
did write these.
Yeah. Single Arbor Mound. That's a good one.
That's good.
That's the name of my
I was thinking of
podcast.
a good
Single
few men.
Arbor Mound
Look,
talk.
The Shelbyville version.
Yeah. I watch One Tree Hill backwards and see if the
Oh my
devil
God.
talks to me.
Yes.
Okay. Of rodents and humans. Liss.
Of mice and men.
Correct.
I had that.
It's okay. I got there first.
You know what?
Oh.
Michelle, your hand is too much on the scorekeeping and not enough on the bell.
Yeah,
I think you're at a
maybe.
Oh, no, no.
disadvantage.
It's, I don't know the answer. Like, let's not be nice here.
The Rainforest Tome.
The rain.
What was the last word?
Tome.
The Jungle Book.
Correct. Wow, you are killing
I was
it.
going
Damn it, I
to
was
say
just gonna
that, but
say
I
that,
was like,
Liz.
I didn't hear what the last word was.
Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. Bodies of Water Dozen.
Ocean's 12?
Yes.
Yeah. 12, 11?
Because I was like, wait, Ocean's 11 is the first one.
I know, I did that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Got
like,
it.
this is going to be tricky. This one I think is tricky. And if you don't get it, I'm giving 5 points to everyone. The Relative Rock.
The Family
Michelle.
Stone.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
So because
Good one.
Michelle
So I
got
have
it.
0. Because I negative 1.
Okay.
Back on the board.
Not a funny movie.
Fresh start.
They make you think it's a funny movie, and then you watch it, and the first scene, you're like, oh, this is not going to be a funny movie.
Like
I never
Up?
saw it.
I never saw
Do they
Up.
up you?
I
You've
I
never seen
won't
Up?
see Up.
Why?
No, because I don't see cartoons. Number one.
It's
Wait.
Pixar, though.
Number two.
What?
Yeah.
I know.
But you love Disney.
I love Disney, but I also like the last movie I really watched besides Moana and Frozen was before that was Finding Nemo.
Oh, that's
Damn.
a terrible movie.
What?
Yeah.
I like Finding Nemo.
That's a cute movie.
Yeah.
But then after that, I didn't see like, any cartoons until Moana
You
and
should
Frozen.
watch. You should watch Up.
You should
I don't
watch.
And
wanna
then you
cry,
should watch
though.
Coco.
Oh, I really don't. I know that's a crier, and I will not
I cried.
watch it.
I cried for the last 30 minutes of Coco, and I could have cried for the last hour of Coco, but I wouldn't let me.
Mhm.
But in the theater surrounding me, there were grown adults going like
Sobbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
like that, like really choking down the crying
Right.
sound, like all around me, and I was like,
Me seeing.
stop. And I feel like if I had let it go, everyone else would have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone was just holding it back.
But I
Could
was
have been
there.
the pioneer.
You know what? I was there with my son, and I didn't want to like scare him.
Like daddy's sobbing.
Like, you know what? It's fine to like. You should show emotion in front of your
Totally.
children. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I've heard at least.
So I've been
But I
told.
didn't want to like just scare him and be like, "Wow, my dad took me to the movies and he had a breakdown," and like that's what he'll remember.
Remember
when he gets
forever.
older, and he'll be like, really wary of me, and it'll be his graduation day, and I'll be like giving him a card that tells him like I'm so proud of you, but he'll just remember back to like what was happening during that time where my parents getting divorced, and he'll never be sure of like who I am.
Oh my God.
Adolescent encounters Earth.
Can we get either movie or TV show?
TV show. Adolescent encounters Earth.
What the fuck?
Listeners, do you have it?
They have it.
They're all screaming.
They're screaming at their.
You fucking idiots! It's this
Okay.
adolescent.
5,
No, don't do
Four.
that.
That's stressful.
3, 2, 1. Boy Meets World.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
good.
that's soul crushing.
That's good.
I was like,
All right.
Teen Mom?
We've only got
Or like something.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see Stepsister from Planet Weird
no.
Nope.
on Disney? It was like a really old DCOM, like
No.
back in the day. Well, this girl and her and her mom, and then the mom was divorced and then meets this man, and then he's actually an alien and has an alien daughter, and they're like really weird, and it was a really cute movie though.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's a cute
Oh, it was
movie.
a movie.
That sounds so
Was it one of those
familiar.
It's a
Disney Channel
DCOM.
original
Yeah.
movies?
Yes, of
They
course
came
it
out
was.
every month.
Yes,
whether
I-
it was good or
I've
not.
seen that.
The Luck of the
Xenon's my
Irish?
favorite.
Xenon's the
Xenon.
best.
Zoom,
Xenon's
zoom,
Lucky it is.
zoom.
Luck of the Irish is a very good one as well.
Make my heart go
I-
boom, boom,
My
boom.
supernova girl,
Yeah, man.
So good.
girl.
How can we
girl.
watch Xenon?
They
Oh, you
actually
can.
the Disney app has a lot of the old movies on there.
But you won't watch Up.
No, no, it has like the DComs on there.
She's so anti-up.
I'm not gonna watch.
She's
that.
so down.
I haven't
Anyone?
seen.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Okay. Do you want to do a couple more? Or
Yeah, let's
Yes.
fucking do
Yeah.
it. We're committed. Let's just do it.
I just want 1 point. so.
I
Get
want-
Michelle.
Let's get Michelle on the board.
All right, try to not get her on the board.
No.
All right, now we're moving into this is an old horror movie. I'm going to give you this one right away.
Okay.
Okay. The Knolls possess peepers. Yes.
The hills are alive.
No.
The hills of eyes. Damn it!
Ingrid.
The Hills of Ice.
Yes.
And by default, the hills are alive with the sound of music.
Sorry.
Like a horror movie. I was like, that movie was a little
Well,
weird.
it was
It's a little
scary. It was
scary.
about Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
In a really roundabout way.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it.
The Deity Dad.
The what?
The Deity Dad.
The Godfather.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, Ingrid, yes.
Thank you. Deity's a god.
Oh, deed. I was not thinking that's what.
Deity. Did I not
Deity.
speak?
Deity.
Yes.
What did I say? Deity?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Current relatives.
Modern
Liss-
Family.
Yes. Wow.
Why isn't this going? I'm like, you're like, "Ugh."
It's not.
Slamming.
One of
It's not
them didn't.
hindering.
One of them didn't work that well,
Maybe
and I was like, I can't wait to
think
see
I'm
who gets this one.
enclosing it too much.
Okay.
I'll hold it.
Just making sure it works.
Statute and structure. Statute and structure.
There's one I want to say, but I don't know if it's really a synonym.
Go for it.
Go
just
for
gotta-
it. You just lose
You
a
gotta
point.
risk it to get the biscuit.
No, I
true.
don't want to.
I'm
You're holding
on.
You're
to
holding
that.
on to second place.
I was thinking of one too, but
Even
I
if you
also-
lost one, you're still ahead of me.
Yeah, well. What was it again?
Statute and structure. This is a television show.
Nope, then I
No,
was
I
wrong.
was
It is
thinking
Yeah, I
one-
was thinking.
It is one of like 5.
Oh.
Yes.
Law and Order.
Ingrid, yes.
oh, I was gonna say Pride and Prejudice.
I legit was thinking Pride and
I'm like,
Prejudice.
but that's a book.
That's so
Well,
Well, it could.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Just the way he said it. I
Just
know.
the way he was saying, my brain kept going.
And
Pride
I was
and
like,
Prejudice.
Alyssa,
I'm like,
don't
it's not
say
right.
it.
Nope.
You know it's not right.
That's so funny.
Okay. Competition of chairs. Nobody?
I need a second.
Liss.
Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
it literally came to me as you
Michelle.
were saying.
I am shocked. I am shocked.
Guys,
It literally
She
came to me.
has. She likes to marinate.
When I
I do. I marinate all my thoughts. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this one I think is really hard.
Okay, bring it
Let's
on.
Do it.
Okay.
Hey, I got Family Stone.
Yeah, you did. That was a hard one.
That was good.
Remember that time I got one?
Did I got 0?
Okay. Whereby myself encountered thy procreator. Anybody?
Wait, say it again.
No, I'm no.
Whereby myself encountered thy procreator.
Can we get if it's a movie or TV show?
This is a television show.
I want to say that it's this, but I don't.
Just
think
go for it.
that
You're so
is.
far
Yeah,
ahead.
you're
Come
so far
on.
ahead.
Yes.
Mom?
No. What? That's only one word.
I
That's
know.
only one word.
I know it is.
Okay.
Oh.
She loses a point.
Yes, she does. 5, 4,
I
3,
don't want to lose another point.
2, 1. You were close. How I Met Your Mother.
My fucking favorite show of life. Damn it.
Okay, last one. This is for 100 points.
Damn.
Okay. Whoever gets it.
Colossal detonation formalization. Ingrid.
Big Bang Theory.
Correct.
Damn it. I was like, does
And
that mean Ingrid wins because then she just got 100
I just
points?
got 100 points and crushed
She
it.
got 107 points.
Crushed it.
Okay, Michelle, what are the totals here?
We got 107, 7, and 0.
Oh.
Well,
So that was a tie.
Well,
Well,
really, if she got the 100-point question.
You made the rules.
You made the rules and she got 100 points.
All right, so I have a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, God.
Even
Now,
though-
now the pressure's on. Now I'm sweating.
Now I'm
This is
sweating.
the first one to just shout it out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
thank God.
Damn. Well, Liss wins.
Ready?
Shout it out.
Promenading perished. Michelle, even if you get this one, if you just shout it out. The promenading perished.
The Walking Dead.
Correct, Michelle wins!
I thought you were
Full
saying
circle.
parish, like a
Oh,
church.
P-A-R-I-S-H?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck has church in it?
Perished.
Yay, Michelle wins the
Perished.
whole thing.
Wow.
She got it back. She came back.
She came in.
Thank you, thank
That
you.
was
thank
great.
you.
That
See,
was
she
better
had
than
to take
Rocky.
time to marinate. We both were just sitting
We were
here
sitting
looking,
there, yeah.
and she marinated, and she got it.
She got it. So proud of you.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.
She came in.
That
hot.
was really fun, Seth.
That was
That
a great
was fun.
game.
That was super fun.
All right.
Do you want-
I'm kind of afraid to
It's like,
sing,
I-
honestly.
Do you want to try that
yeah.
one? Do you want to take a break before we try that one?
No.
You don't want to do it?
Unless they want to sing. I don't want to sing.
I personally would not like to sing.
I mean, yeah. I think I'm good without
yeah.
singing.
We're going to ask you questions.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Yes. She dropped her bell.
Allie, she wants to know, do you like socks?
Socks?
Yes.
Ankle socks.
Only ankle socks.
Yes.
How low on the ankle?
How low can you go?
Oh, okay.
How low?
As low as possible. They don't
But
sell.
what if they roll? Do you hate it when they roll off the foot though?
I don't have that problem.
Really? Like sometimes when I have really
Yeah,
low
if they're-
socks and I'm wearing my shoes and I'm walking, my sock will just roll off my foot and it drives me crazy.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
we're wearing different kinds of shoes.
I guess
though.
so. That's true.
I literally own 2 pairs of shoes. Sneakers and dress shoes.
She also wants, she has a couple of questions for you.
So on that sock thing,
Okay,
Yeah.
continue with the
Say-
socks. Yeah.
and I know this is really offensive to a lot of people, I don't enjoy, appreciate, or support the whole silly sock dress obsession with most men these
You mean
days.
like they're in business suits and they're wearing
And they
funky
hike
socks.
up the pants and
exactly.
you see the funky
you
socks.
wear like the exactly.
Not about that
I
life.
don't understand it. I mean, like, sure, that's fine, but I know people who have like 30 pairs of like wild and crazy socks.
Ant
like,
does.
I think
yeah.
like the Onion did an article on it, which I don't remember the name of, but it was really funny. It was like, I like to show my wild side with my socks, and like, I don't know, it's fine,
You
but
do
it's not
you.
fine.
Right.
No, I
Right.
don't believe in you do you.
Why?
You do
You do your ankle socks.
when you do you. I'm upset.
Seth is anti.
And that's what
you
we should
doing
call this
you.
episode. When you do you, I'm upset.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna write that down. Okay.
Oh gosh.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
That depends on what you're doing with the cheese.
Oh.
I mean, that depends
So
on
what are we doing
if you're
with cheese?
cooking with it. You know what I mean? If you're just straight eating it, there's
Yeah.
this cheese called a Torquay, I think it's called.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know if this
I've-
cheese.
Liss and I are like, what?
We're gonna go out and get it tomorrow.
It is. Well, you can get it at Uncle Giuseppe's.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
My
So,
home,
you know
my
it's good.
home shop. Yeah. I was gonna say it from Trader Joe's. I know every cheese at Trader Joe's.
Right. Oh shit! What was that cheese at Friendsgiving?
The lemon one,
Ooh, yeah.
or the unexpected cheddar.
I don't know,
That's
all
my
of it.
favorite.
So good.
All of the cheeses. The,
Yeah.
the lemon ragout. That was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like soft cheese, but yeah, probably a Torquay is.
But what is
Is that a hard cheese?
So the dude at the cheese.
You left
I'm
us
look.
hanging.
I'm not trying to like front and pretend that I know a bunch about cheese.
Right.
I went to Uncle Giuseppe's, and the cheese guy was like,
yeah, they're very
let
friendly.
me take you on a tour of Cheese World." And
Yeah, they give you all these samples.
Yeah.
They're very nice.
and he was
there.
like, a Torquay is the oldest cheese in the world.
"Oh wow!"
And I was like, I gotta get this.
I'm looking up
cheese.
oldest cheese in the world.
Do you know if it's made with cow rennet?
I don't know what you just said.
Do you know
What is
I
that?
didn't
Why
even
you
tell
gotta
you
bring
guys.
down the spirit?
Is it like gross stuff?
it's the cow lining of the stomach, which wouldn't affect you guys.
Oh.
But I felt really dumb a couple weeks ago because, I usually don't eat dairy, but then I will eat cheese. And Aunt has been on a blue cheese kick. So he's buying all these different types of blue cheeses. And so I Google blue cheese. I'm like, I wonder, is this sheep's milk or cow's milk? And it's cows. And there's a bunch of cheeses that use stomach lining. Like rennet. Have rennet. It's rennet in it. And I'm like, well,
What cheeses? Do you remember?
the good ones.
Some
Really?
these
Parmesan,
articles are
Reggiano,
saying that Gouda is
blue
the
cheese.
oldest cheese.
All those articles are wrong.
Fake
news.
They
That's
might be
fake
fake
news.
news.
The
Fake
guy
cheese
at the
news.
cheese,
Cheese
the
news.
guy at the cheese
Or
counter.
he bullshitted you.
No,
No.
this is Ireland
Not
all
Uncle
over.
Juice
again.
Guys.
It's an Irish cheese.
Is it Dante?
No, it's a
an
French
Irish-
cheese.
It's a French cheese.
French cheese.
Oldest
Next
French
Oh, should I read the other questions?
cheese.
Are we still on cheese?
No, I'm just curious.
Oh. She wants to also know your favorite comedy movie and do you think the Starks will survive the battle against the dead?
I hope not. I hope everybody dies.
Yeah?
I think that, yes.
How would you like Game of Thrones to end?
With everyone dying. I don't think that that's what they'll do because it's not a satisfying ending. But I
Yeah.
think, to me, Game of Thrones is showing how every person, good or bad, is bad.
Yeah.
Right.
They've all done bad things.
Sure. Yeah.
They've all made dumb mistakes, and it gets them killed.
Mhm.
And that's the way that this world, at least, is. Not this
So
world, but
poetic.
the world of Game of Thrones. And so I don't think. I think like the time of man is over, and they should die and should go into something else. Who's to say that like the Night King is bad?
Yeah,
This is true.
that's true.
So-
This is true.
I would also like to see Podrick on the throne, though.
Podrick. I think a lot of people want him.
Oh
on the
yeah,
throne.
I just want him to. I just want like
Podrick,
Pod
that's
of
it.
Thrones.
Oh.
Like
We can hope. We can hope.
And then we
Yeah.
can make a pot of thrones.
yeah, it's not gonna happen though. He's
it's
one
not
of the
gonna
last. He's one of the last like pure characters. He's gonna get it, man.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
He's gonna
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. And then
Well, what's
my
the other part?
favorite
Your favorite
Comedy movie.
comedy movie? I'm really partial to two, if I can say two
Sure, you
Sure.
can.
Yeah.
or three.
You can say
Sure.
3.
So Mel Brooks, the producers, the original, is one of the funniest movies of all time. It's just incredible. If you've never seen it, you really should see that one and not the new one. I'm sure the musical with Nathan Lane and the other guy.
Yeah. I know, right? You
That
always think
other
of
guy
like
is
Nathan.
good.
Lane.
Yeah.
But that movie is terrible. But the original one is really great. There's a movie that very few people have ever heard of from the 90s called Clifford, and it stars Martin Short, and he plays like a 6-year-old boy, and he is extremely like destructive, and he like destroys his uncle's life.
Whoa.
What?
It's the weirdest. It's a really weird movie, and I love it.
Sounds very weird.
It's really strange. I love it because it's just such a 90s idea and movie and like execution. And then there's another movie called Gentlemen Broncos, which was written by the couple who did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. They did this other movie called Gentlemen Broncos, and it's about a homeschool kid who writes science fiction, and then a sci-fi writer played by Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords steals his story. It is
When did that come out?
I was gonna say it
years
sounds kind
ago,
of familiar.
like 10 years ago probably, but it's so funny. It's so great. I bought 2 copies of that because I had bought it and then I saw it again out in the wild somewhere. Like,
You're like,
at,
"Aw,
the video
I have to
wild."
get it.
just like I was like in Wall Bombs. I was like, Gentlemen Broncos, I need it because I might never see it again. So I bought it.
Yeah.
Remember R.I.P. Wall Bombs because now we don't have any.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a lot of good stuff at Wall Bombs.
Wall Bombs was
Yeah.
good. It was great.
My jacket that I still wear, I bought at Wall Bombs when I was like
Really?
16.
Wow.
It's like a 13-year-old jacket.
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Edwards?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
In Coram?
Yeah.
That
pizza
shopping
place
center
there?
has just been there,
Yeah.
Well,
desolate.
there's Kitty.
for-
No, there's Kitty Academy.
yeah, but like where the supermarket was.
Oh,
it's
no,
just
it's
like
They have a
nothing.
sports
It's a soccer
arena. Or
place.
Oh
something.
right,
Yeah.
they did put
Soccer.
that there.
Yeah.
It's so strange because like from where we live, you never see the inside of the parking lot, so
Right.
you never know what's going on.
You
there.
never know.
it's
It's a
super
mystery.
shady.
Yeah.
My dad actually taught me and my sister how to drive there
In that
because there was
parking lot.
never anyone in that shopping center.
Ah.
Currently.
When I lived upstate, I told people about learning to drive in parking lots, and they thought that was the
Weird.
craziest thing.
They're like, you should learn to drive on roads.
Like, no, I went to BJ's at night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Drove,
Yeah.
and then you can drive
just
60
to like
miles an hour.
understand how to even like work the shifts and like
Yeah.
how, just to get the feel for it.
I learned
Yeah.
to parallel park with a dumpster in the BJ's parking lot.
There you go.
That's the story of that's the name of my autobiography. I learned a lot of things.
Perfect.
I learned a lot of things with the dumpster in the BJ's parking lot.
Oh my god.
There you
So
go.
great.
That's funny.
Do you have shout outs? Are we wrapping
I
up?
do have
We
a
can
shout
wrap
Do you
out.
have your shout out of the week?
Oh, I didn't.
Seth's my
Something-
You can go last.
besides
if
Seth
you'd like.
being my shout out, I wrote it down because it's a very long name. Sorry for hitting the mic again.
Slamming into the mic.
So, not to be graphic, but it's actually it's nothing crazy. I've been having dandruff, as the girls know. Seth, now I'm telling you I have dandruff.
Right.
And
everyone's
everyone that's listening.
And everyone in the world, hey, I have dandruff. I've never had dandruff ever in my 28 years. And it came upon me the past 2 weeks. And it was a very upsetting thing for me because I'm like, oh my God, this is like,
Yeah,
I'm never
it's-
going to get it out of my hair. And
with
so
you, girl.
Michelle, shout out to Michelle. She gave me Neutrogena T-Sol shampoo. And I've been using that. It does help. But also, I used this for the first time that I honestly thought it was a dry shampoo when I bought it at Ulta. It's by the Dry Bar, and it's called the Double Standard Cleansing and Conditioning Foam. Now, I thought this was a dry shampoo. When I bought it and I brought it home, I was like, oh shit, this is not dry. I don't know what this is. I brought it thinking it was a dry shampoo. It's not. And I honestly thought it was like this weird shampoo that you put in when your hair is wet. And I was like, but then why don't you just shower? Like, I didn't understand like what the point was. And then I looked it up. It's actually shampoo. It's shampoo, but it's a foam shampoo. But it's like has volcanic ash in it, and it's supposed to take.
Is it exfoliate?
It doesn't have exfoliant properties in it, but the foam is so like emollient that it just like soaks everything up. And I've been using it like every other day because you're not supposed to use it every day. And honestly, my dandruff is like almost gone, guys.
Wow.
Yay! So shout out
Wow.
to the Dry Bar. I mean, I don't expect anything less from Dry Bar, but you know, Dry Bar is a hair product company. Just a hair product company that's like slightly ridiculously expensive.
I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks.
3 years.
Ever.
So, you know, if anyone has any tips for dandruff, I've heard that putting lemon juice on your scalp is supposed to help with the
Apple
cider vinegar,
neutralizing
I've
the
heard, too.
acidity.
That did
but
not help. I've been
Mayonnaise?
dealing with this for like 2 years.
I know that you. That's why I came to Michelle. I thought she would know.
But it was dermatitis. Now I'm on medicated
Yeah.
shampoo. That works.
Isn't it mayonnaise that you put in your hair?
Oh, well, I
From
mean that has
Wendy
vinegar,
mayonnaise.
and I mean I guess that's like an acidic thing,
There's no vinegar in mayonnaise.
isn't it? Eggs and vinegar.
Eggs and oil.
Oh, I always thought it was eggs and vinegar. Oh, you're right. It is.
Eggs and oil. I was like, I don't know what mayo you're eating.
So that is very basic then and not acidic. So maybe I'll try that. But I don't like mayo or like touching or smelling it or being in the same room as it.
I agree.
So-
I love mayo.
I didn't eat
I know there's a lot of people out there that like are hardcore mayo.
I feel like if you
people.
grow up eating
Mayo,
I
then
noticed
you like
that
it.
there's like certain people like that have families that grow up like mayo's
yeah,
their thing.
we
like,
weren't like that.
We were a
with
Miracle Whip
sandwich-
family.
Ugh.
Oh, Miracle Whip's great.
Aunt loves
Oh
Miracle
my
Whip.
I
god,
won't go
it's
near
so
it.
gross.
I'll
But-
eat mayo,
But
slightly.
you'll have aioli.
I will.
Yeah.
And I'll not
That's
think
just
anything of
bougie
it.
mayo.
It's
yeah,
bougie.
no,
I know.
that's mayo fixed.
Right, bougie mayo.
It's bougie
And I'll
mayo.
have mayo in like tuna salad and chicken salad, whatever. Like I'll have
Again,
mayo
it's-
in
it's-
things
yeah.
when I don't know that it's there. But if I were to like put mayo on a I would never put mayo like on a sandwich, like spread it.
When I worked in the deli, we'd have to scoop it out.
Yeah, it's. I know
Ugh.
that. I know
The
that.
sound
That's
effect.
so. I'm like, I like
So
all the
gross.
things in this, but combined, it just grosses me out.
I'm all about it.
I know there's people that grow
When
up
I
on
was
mayo
little,
and they
I would
love
eat
it.
mayo sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like, fuck, there's no cold cuts. Well,
well.
let's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
got some bread and mayo. That's what I'm gonna. That's, poor kid life.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally.
We used to eat lettuce sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or if you don't have stuff, you just toast the bread so you feel like you're eating
it's crunchier.
better food.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, just slap some butter
gives
on
it a little girth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we would eat Miracle Whip and pepper sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that my grandpa
But
was big into that.
We kind of wrecked the whole poor thing because then we would eat like a loaf of bread.
Right.
Right.
We'd just be like, "Ah, keep
We'd
'em
crush
coming."
bread.
Yeah, man.
But
There was also a lot of you, so
Yeah. I have 6 clones. There's a lot of me.
there are a lot of Seth Vargases in the world.
Oh man.
Do you have a shout out, Ing, or you have to think about it?
I do. I purchased a hydro flask,
Oh,
which is a very bougie, expensive water bottle. It
Yes,
was like
it-
$35,
Well-
but hear me out.
I'm listening.
I'm all about having, as you guys know, my drinks have to be ice cold, and I like a lot of ice
Yeah,
in my beverages. And I put ice in this thing first thing in the morning, and by the time I get home at night, there's still ice in there with my
Wow.
water.
That's pretty amazing.
And I got the 40 ounce, like white, beautiful, like it's the metal inside
Mhm,
kind of
mhm.
bottles, and it has like the little flip straw on top.
Mm.
It's great.
Ooh,
Highly recommend a hydro flask.
Yeah,
Got it on Amazon. And I was like, I was sitting there and I was like, I've heard such good things
Yeah.
about these water bottles, but can I spend $35
on
Totally
a water
worth it.
bottle.
And I'm drinking more water because of it.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. As long as you're using
So-
it.
Yeah.
that's great.
So that's my shout out. I'm digging my hydro flask.
It sounds funky.
Right?
Hydro
It
flask.
sounds, you know who definitely has a hydro flask? Elon
Ant?
Musk.
I was
Oh,
like, Ant.
Definitely
Yeah.
uses a hydro flask.
I'm going
in
to
his
shout
Tesla.
out Celebrity Big Brother
Nice.
because I really enjoyed these past couple weeks.
Not queer.
I'm
eye?
so glad that you.
Well, I'm loving
did.
Queer Eye. I'm sad Queer Eye. I'm done
I'm
with
I'm
it.
done with queer. Actually, last episode I didn't start it. Hence is not the correct is not the good transition word. Since last episode, I have finished all 8 episodes of Queer Eye, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So I just wanted to follow up. If you guys are curious if Alyssa watched Queer Eye, she did.
They're
and she
on
loved
the edge
it,
of their seat.
and
Waiting
she-
with bated breath.
and I
Yeah.
cried every
Me too.
single episode.
I've
Me
never
too.
watched an episode of Queer Eye.
It's so
Ever.
enjoyable.
Maybe
though.
I'll make you watch it in Vermont.
we'll
And
just
Ooh.
I will ask politely.
yeah.
But also, like,
Well,
you can't go
that's-
anywhere.
I'll make you by asking.
I will ask politely.
I'm gonna sit on you
And not
and
make it.
force you to watch.
What's your shout out, Seth?
Okay, I do have one.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking hard of things I've enjoyed over the last week, and I didn't come up with anything. But then I came up with one.
Yeah.
So I'm sad now. But
Oh,
my shout out is this thing called depression cake.
depression cake.
So depression.
Is
so
this what you brought
I was
us?
gonna
So-
say, is that
no.
what you brought us?
I'm gonna
No.
because
try
I'm gonna
this.
have some depression cake.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna eat the
So
shit
my
out of those
son-
depression cakes.
So my son turned 5.
Fork, Aunt. He's turned
Yes.
5.
Well, my son turned 5 on
Yes.
the 18th, and he's allergic to eggs and nuts and like just a lot of. Well, actually, it's just those things. It's not else.
Eggs and nuts.
Those are big allergies, though.
Yeah, we also
Yeah.
told him that he's allergic to coffee because he wants to drink it and he can't. So
Wish
he'll
my
tell
mom
people,
told me that.
he's like, I'm allergic to eggs, nuts, and coffee.
Aw.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
So my wife made his birthday cake, and it's this recipe called depression cake, and it doesn't use any milk and any eggs. And I thought it was going to be gross, and it wasn't, and I ate the whole thing
Ooh.
Nice.
before he got to
So,
have any.
do you know what was in it?
No.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You don't know what went
Yeah.
into this cake?
Because my
Where-
sister's boyfriend's cousin
Passing it around.
has very bad allergies to like dairy and egg and all that.
Passing
So I'm
around
just
again.
Yeah,
curious.
it's just like butter. You put vinegar in it. I know that.
So
Vinegar. Okay.
Yeah.
So a mayo cake.
without the eggs.
It's yeah, like I don't know why you put vinegar in it. It doesn't like rise as much.
Right.
So I thought like it was gonna be gross, but it was great. So that's
Depression cake.
my depression.
But cute.
Can we post the recipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know. I didn't make it.
Well, no, I'm saying, can you ask Jean Marie?
Oh sure.
I don't remember if I shouted this out. When did we record our last episode?
Last Thursday?
Last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
No, Friday.
Friday.
I did shout it out. I couldn't remember if I shouted
Black
out Black
Panther?
Panther.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh my god.
My timeline was like, did I talk about it? Did I not talk about it? So I did. But I'll shout it out again. It was really good.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, the strawberry or
Oh good.
The tiramisu is like my jam because I'm all about that coffee life, you know.
Mm.
I didn't
And
I have to
then
get in the other.
I don't
This
like
next one
coffee.
is like a marzipan thing, and then
Oh, that's
haven't-
toasted almonds. So if you're allergic,
So
don't eat
pass
it. Oops.
that
well,
back.
thanks.
Throat closes.
We'd start dying.
And the last one's like a strawberry shortcake with white chocolate on it. OMG,
Really good.
oh my god.
Thanks, Seth.
We're gonna
That
go
was a
and
weird
eat
sound.
these, but thank
Thank
you
you, Seth.
so much for everything, Seth.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you for being our friend and confidant and
Yeah.
our favorite listener of the week.
Okay.
Actually, I have a shout out of the week because Teresa left us a comment on iTunes.
Teresa.
She said, hi, ladies. Love the podcast. I am loving all of the topics that you guys talk about, especially the Mandela effect one, which
Oh,
we
good
kind of
one.
That was a good.
talked
One.
about. I would love for you guys to do maybe a Harry Potter and or a Riverdale-based episode, like maybe a BuzzFeed quiz on which character you are, or just talk in general. Again, love the podcast. You guys are hilarious, Teresa.
Yay! Thanks, Teresa.
We could totally do a Harry Potter quiz because I'm all
Yeah.
about that life.
We should have Aunt on a Harry
We
Potter
should.
episode.
We should have Aunt on a Harry
Aunt, do you
Potter.
want to do that?
Yeah.
He said yeah. If you couldn't
If you
hear
couldn't
him.
hear me, said yeah.
He did.
You want cake, Seth?
No.
Seth
It's
brought
not
out-
depression cake.
It's not depression.
No.
It's good.
It's
cake.
good cake.
Maybe I'll eat some when we're done. But
Yeah,
one of
when
my
we're
biggest pet peeves is like people talking
chewing.
and
I know.
chewing and
That's
stuff.
why I'm.
My wife has misophonia,
Michelle
Yeah.
and I have
Which is- yeah.
misophonia.
and so like I don't want that
to trigger anyone.
I don't want to inflict that myself.
That's much appreciated,
someone.
actually.
That's being
Luckily,
very
this
considerate.
cake, there's no chewing.
No, it's just like a very soft.
It's a great podcast cake.
It's a good podcast.
It's a great
cake.
podcast cake.
That's funny.
This was
Oh
fun,
my
though.
God.
Thank
This
you,
was
Seth.
fun.
Yeah.
Great.
Great game.
You can
Good
always
times.
be a guest again because we do Skype now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though
Oh.
you're moving away, you could still join us
Hey.
If you wanted to.
if you want to.
If you wanna come
He's
back.
like, get
I
me
don't.
out of here.
Okay.
He's like, please no.
Help me. If you haven't yet, please go on iTunes and leave a rating and a review. And if you do that, you'll be entered into winning our little giveaway that we're doing with Studio Suite and headphones. So please make sure to do that and check them
Yes.
out. Because we got a couple people in the running.
Yeah.
So if it's a really easy way to enter a giveaway. Literally
Right?
have nothing to lose. And if you listen to us each week, please just open up the podcast app and leave a review over there, and we'll shout you out as well. So
yeah.
please feel free to do that. Follow us on all our social medias. We'll have the links all down below. Seth, do you want to plug anything?
Plug, plug, plug.
Plug.
Do you have anything?
Any
working
social
on?
media? Do you want people to follow you?
No, I don't
anywhere?
do anything.
No, he's just existing.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No. Hey, I'm working on a couple things. Germinating.
Motion.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Have a good week, guys. Bye, guys.
We love you. Bye.